Hello, and welcome back to the Triforce Tactics podcast. My name is SpicyAppies, and I'm joined today with my co-hosts RamKev
I'm RamKev.
and Jirachy.
I am also RamKev.
I was hoping you'd see Okay, before we started, Kevin said that he was counting us off, and he said this is like our iCarly, and that's just... It's a terrifying picture. Regardless, hello!
We're the TFT version of iCarly.
Yeah, basically. Does that make Mateo Freddy?
TFT.
Wait. Yeah.
Wait, so who's Carly and who's Sam and who's nothing?
I'm
Hold
down
up.
to
Gibby.
I'm Gibby.
Yeah,
Gibby.
I call
Yeah,
Gibby.
RamKev's Gibby. I'm... okay, so am I just Carly? Okay, are you two just Gibby combined and I'm Carly and Sam as the only one with a semblance of estrogen in their body?
That sounds about right.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
we do that.
we got it.
Yeah, I'm not to share the title of Gibby with
You two
Kevin.
are just
Gibby
Gibby.
Past Gibby was a large child, so
Yeah, that's true.
Gibby
I
can
also-
take up dude's loss.
I just noticed that if you look at the broadcast right now, I'm looking a little bit like Kevin. Kevin's looking a little bit like Jirachy, and Jirachy's looking a little bit like me.
Oh, let's go! Trading places, baby.
At least it'll be fixed for YouTube, but
Hell
nice.
yeah. So on that note, we should talk about what we're talking about today. This is a TFT podcast after all. What did they even talk about on Carly? That's a different point. But hello, welcome back to the Advertised Podcast. This week we got a couple things to talk about. Set 6.5 is right around the corner, so of course we'll be mentioning. Actually, we're talking about that a decent amount. And then we're also going to talk about the mid-set finale tournament that just wrapped up this past weekend. It was quite the shindig. Some upsets, some upset people, some happy people, all kinds of stuff. Everything comes with the tournament in general.
Herald.
Yeah, it was a big brain loss to Rift Herald, though, right? Copium. But yeah, so we can start off as we always do. My week was pretty good. Honestly, I've been a little sick all week, but so here's the thing with the Twitch scene with TFT right now. Everyone's either playing Lost Ark, this new MMO that just came out, or they're in Vegas. So this is the week. So I was a little burnt out last week, but I couldn't take a break because this week
This is where you farm views.
Yeah, literally the only person playing
It's the time
live
to
in the
farm
fucking
views.
universe. So I've been on the grind. I've had a lot of coaching this week too, so it's just been a busy one, and I'm ready for a break this weekend. So yeah, I've been having fun, but I'm sad to see set 6 go, but 6.5 will be pretty sick. I'll go. How was your week, Kevin?
I played a lot of PvE. Been really digging it. I have a whole like Google Drive of secret strats
Leak them all.
that I'm gonna leak after I get eliminated from whatever tournament that I'll have to be eliminated from.
Have there been a lot of big... I mean, obviously it's PvE. There's been a lot of big changes. Have there been like comps that have already been kind of dumpstered?
Not in. I mean, like I'm trying to think about the sort of. I mean, Jen has to play different. Like all of the sort of carryovers do have to play a little bit different, I think. So
Gotcha.
no set in stone comp except if you're playing like vertical Tryndamere. Because Tryndamere is very easy to play vertically.
Oh, he exists.
Yeah.
He's set 4 Tryndamere. We'll talk about this, or set 5 Tryndamere, or no, set 4, right?
4 Tryndamere, yeah.
Step 4,
we'll-
yeah.
Yeah, we can
Set
talk
4
about him a
1.5
bit later
Tryndamere.
on, but that's wild. Damn. How was your week, Jirachy?
I finally played PvE. That's about it. It's life is insane. I'm like finally realizing, oh yeah, grad school still exists. As much as I've been like in full on TFT mode, I'm like, I have to balance my life again. It's fine. I'm so fucking busy. It's whatever.
It's that season.
Yeah,
I feel like
it really
everyone's
is.
just been crazy
There's-
busy these days.
I swear to God, school, it's always like there's about a month total where there's just nothing happening. And it's like kind of split up over the semester, but besides that month, the rest is just like go 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 go, and then the last 2 weeks are even more like go 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 go. It's just one thing after the other. So
Yeah, when it comes down to crunch time for school, it's always no fun.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't go right into a master's thing, but yeah, I graduated like right as COVID hit, so I was like, I'm taking a break, and now I'm a TFT streamer, Pogo.
who needs grad school when you have Teamfight Tactics, my favorite
right?
game, Bat Chest?
Although to be fair, I would have never started playing TFT if I didn't. If like COVID never happened and I went right to grad school and stuff, I never would have started playing TFT. So there's a bright side to everything, right? Copium, a little bit of
feel like
copium, but
a lot of us either wouldn't have started playing or like wouldn't have gotten as serious about it if it wasn't for COVID, actually. Because I feel like I started playing before COVID, but didn't really like buckle down and try to get good at the game until COVID hit. Because I was like, what the fuck else am I going to do with my life?
yeah, right.
So just went ahead and did that. So
Yeah, my life, like as COVID hit, I finished out my senior year of undergrad, and then I was like, okay, I was a big Smash player, right? That was my big competitive outlet. So I entered like 3 Wi-Fi tournaments, and I was like, I am so fucking done with this.
Oh,
I gotta find another game to play.
Ooh,
Ultimate Wi-Fi.
for Ultimate.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. I had decided I was gonna be a Lucario player online. Yeah, didn't work out.
Like Sonic.
Yeah, I should have played Sonic. But yeah, so there are good sides and bad sides to everything. Everything also including the mid-set finale. A lot of stories going in and a lot of stories coming out. You want to walk us through it, Jirachy? You want to walk us through it?
Oh, okay. We can kind of go like. I guess we can go day by day for sure. Day 1, I think there were a lot of like surprise day 1 knockouts. I think part of that's also just there were a lot of people who were going to get eliminated anyway because they're cutting the field in half. But like
Yeah,
Robin Soju Goobums all they were like they didn't like completely eat shit, but they were around the like 21-24 range, so like not even like a little bit far off, but not like a great performance. Honestly, the entire day was super close. The lowest points being 21 just kind of shows like, oh yeah, everyone could compete in some form. It's not like some other tournaments where just one person just doesn't belong and they get like 10 points. So, everyone deserved to be there, and day 1 it got super close. The other surprise knockout on day 1 is the person to the lleft of me twice on stream.
the right of you over a globe.
Yeah, something like that. The Mr. Appies not making cut, but
yeah, I can talk about that a little bit. I think I started being burnt out a little bit. I was like so burnt out going to that tournament, and then I had like my first 4 games were pretty low roll, but I got like 5th, 4th, something like it was like not bad. And then I had one, so I was 29 points. I think I needed like 31 to get through to the next day. In my second to last game, I just like I trolled. I fucking trolled. I was like, I think I was tilted because I had some rough games already, but I was pretty tilted. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Clapio, which was such a shitty idea because I mean I had a couple of options. I was like, I'm just gonna take loaded dice and I'll play Clapio, and I got on a Clapio board, but turns out Clapio kind of blows in the situation I was in, which I kind of knew going into the spot. So I was like, okay, I'll take my 7th and get out. And then I got a second to last game, which could have been a first, but I knew I couldn't qualify, so I didn't sweat out too hard. But so most I could have gotten after the last game was 30 points. I needed 31 to get through. But that second to last game, I kind of let my burnout just overflow, and it was not. Yeah. So
yeah,
I played well all the rest of the games. I think I played really well pretty much every other game. And then that game was like, why'd you play Clapio? I don't know. He has a big butt, I guess.
He
Or
has a
big hands.
butt.
His cheeks clap so loud that it attracts the bees or something.
Big
What is that?
feet,
I clap
too.
with his ass cheeks.
Big cock.
Whoa. Whoa.
I mean, we're just,
Whoa.
that I've used my allotment of horniness for the episode. Okay,
I don't think
we're
he
done.
even has a big butt.
Does he even?
I said that
don't
because of
think
like the
so.
bee meme with like
I
the,
feel like
the
his
clap
butt
of my
is-
ass cheeks track. Yeah.
His butt is definitely smaller than Slicko from Arcane.
Yeah.
Slicko from
Slicko's got
Arcane.
cheeks.
God, I love.
Yeah.
The, I mean, we'll get into 6.5 more later. We have allocated time for that, but the whole like X from Arcane thing is just so funny. Like Jose was referencing like Zillion from Arcane, and just everyone's from Arcane now. Just like that doesn't make sense, but it's funny. Sure.
Yeah, the arcane bat chest thing. This is kind of off topic, but the arcane bat chest thing is the best like TFT community thing on Twitch right now. Like, is that whoever from Arcane bat chest? Yeah,
And I mean, we love Arcane here. Like, you could drop bat chest and it would all be true still, but like just adding bat chest makes it so much funnier.
Yeah, it's that added element of it's hard trolling.
Yeah. So yeah, day one was crazy. I think myself, Goobums, Soju, Robin, there are a lot of big names that did not, like, names that were expected to go through that did not. And then
Kurum
I
as
honestly
well.
Kurum as well, yep.
The three, well, Casper was one of those like up and comers we were thinking would do well. Although no flame, him like not making day 2. It's not like we expected him to make day 2. Honestly, I think like he definitely had a shot. So him not making day 2 kind of is a bummer. The two that I'm really like kind of shocked at how poorly they did, because they went 31 and 32, were Broccoli and Noster. Which
I didn't realize they were 31 and 32.
Yeah. Broccoli also got 31 because he went into the last game like he had 2-1 mercs, and he's playing first or eighth, and then his cash out was literally all gold, and he had to roll on 7 because that's how you have to roll on 7 to cash out mercs in a tourney game. And it was 100% gold, and he just ate a fast fucking eighth after. So
Smooch.
but also Noster, we spent a decent amount of time last week talking about, and then he went 32nd. Oh no.
Smooch. Hey, someone has to get it though, right? Someone
yeah.
has to go 32nd in the tournament.
Usually it will be 32nd.
Yeah.
This fucking Noster guy.
I feel like
if this Noster guy doesn't fucking go 32nd, I probably win the fucking fantasy draft.
The thing about like, I feel like in tourneys there's always gonna be somebody that just like and set 4 worlds, it was Thunders from Korea.
In all fairness, he didn't even like shit the bed. He went 881 585. Like, okay, there's 3 8s in there, but it's not like 8875. It's not.
Which one was Thunder's 8-8? That was
that was Noster's scoreline.
But like the thing is, like in tourney, it's sort of like a snowball effect, especially if you're down in the bottom, because what happens is just like you're like, oh my god, this is so bad. Oh my god. Oh shit, I went 8th again. Oh no. And then it just keeps on going and going and going, and sometimes it'll end up being like that.
I feel like bot 2ing one of your first games in tournament is like, you're either gonna rebound big or you're like, I'm out. I'm Clapio every game. I'm bat chesting out of my mind. I'm not.
Yeah, if you like take that 8 like the first game, it's so hard to you gotta have some strong mental fortitude.
Yeah, agreed. It is very, very difficult to recover mentally. I've been coaching someone this week who's going to be in a tournament tomorrow, and I was telling them the mental aspect of a tournament is really one of the biggest things, because it's so easy to just let stuff. If you just focus on the game, you're good generally. But if you let the not extraneous, because like going 8th is not worrying about not having enough points to get through eventually the next day or whatever it is. is not extraneous, but it is it fucks with you. It fucks with you big time. So it's all about the mental. It's all about the mental. And Noster will hopefully have a little bit of a better mental next tournament. I believe in him.
Yeah.
I believe in
But
him.
day 2. Well, day 2, we can first talk about the Rift Herald incident.
Was that day 2? I thought it was day 3 for some reason.
That was day 2, yeah. So the Rift Herald incident. DQA versus Pocky, 1v1 in I think game 5. So Pocky had Jin 3, DQA had like a pretty capped out mutant board. But Pocky had 4 enforcers, so against Rift Herald, DQA took out all his carries, so none of them would get enforced. The problem was he took out too much damage, and he literally could not kill Rift Herald, and he was on 1 life, so he died to Rift Herald in a tourney.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, he still went first on the day. Like, I think I was saying in co-stream, like, oh, DQA's trying to avoid winner debuff, and then got winner debuff anyway.
Yeah, lost to Herald and got debuffed.
Yeah. How it's so funny that like this was actually a 5-head move if he had just played Malzahar, because the Malzahar would have gotten enforced anyway from highest HP.
Yeah.
So like literally just play the Malzahar, take out your other carries, none of your other carries are gonna get 4 enforced, and he was beating Pocky. He took a fight off Pocky anyway. Like, as long as he puts the Malzahar in, he wins the 1v1. But as is, we got one of the funniest clips ever. There's a screen grab of the casters' faces, their reactions right after, and it's the funniest shit ever. And DQA also got free publicity. Yes, he literally on his tweet announcing he was a free agent.
It's funny that he announced that right after he lost to Rift Herald.
he did that, and also in his his like mini resume screenshot, quote unquote, he put lost to Rift Herald as one of his selling points.
I feel like NA tournaments are like, oh man, they're so fun to watch. You're watching like, oh man, these players are so good. Holy crap, they're like cracked at the game. And then like Kyun takes out Merc versus Solus. DQA loses Rift Herald. Soju loses to Dragon like 4 times in a set on ladder. Maybe we're not that good at the game.
I mean, sometimes in tourney you forget about a lot of things. I've had games where I don't use my loaded dice until the end of the game, and then I'll be dead, and I'll look back and be like, wait, I had a loaded dice there, and it was on my bench, and I died.
Yeah.
I feel like NA is insane up until like the split second of a game we're not. That's like
we're first or 8th.
We are very first or 8th. Yeah, exactly. I know.
There's I feel like for every player who's done something really sick, that player has also done something really fucking bad at some point. And like a lot of people got their moment this weekend. DQ, their Herald, me with my Galio. There are moments. So
see, what you have to do is pull a Kyivix and have that bad moment actually be like, oh, this is fucking cool. Like he had last game of day 3, skipping ahead for a second, he had to take Unstable Evolution as his first augment, and then played fucking Heimer and won the tourney off Unstable Evolution.
Was it mutant spat?
5 mutant spat Heimer, because mutant was mana reduction.
Oh, that's broken. That shit's like insanely broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He is 100% like does not stop casting.
I thought I was watching that, I was like, wait, he has a tier on bench. I guess he's saving for blue buff. I don't even think he needs blue buff. And
he doesn't auto between casts if he
realizing, without blue buff he autos between casts. He took blue buff off next carousel and then just never autoed the rest of the game, and it was just chain casting. It was the funniest.
It's so broken.
It was it was so cool. It was cool and it was funny and it was so good too.
Mm-hmm.
Which Well, the kicker was that he attached Yumi to the Heimer for a few of the fights.
And
I
it just
don't think
never
that-
got
oh,
any
no.
better because he doesn't auto.
It just didn't cast. I know.
I didn't watch any of them really. I watched a little of day 2. I didn't really watch much of day 3. But Kyivix, I think day 2 is kind of self-explanatory. But Kyivix kind of popped off day 3, huh? What happened
Yeah.
there?
Kyivix played out of his mind, and he just took. This is what he was doing all tourney. This is kind of what he does anyway. Like, he'll just reroll literally whatever the fuck he wants. But I
saw
I
you play
think
Imperial
that's
Vi.
yes,
game.
he had an Imperial Vi. It didn't have Gunblade, or not Gunblade. It had Gunblade, I think. It didn't have blue buff, so it went 5th.
BG.
But like, he's a reroller, but he's not hard. He's never hard forcing anything. Him rerolling is always just, oh, we'll just see what the fuck I can reroll this game. It's like actually the most flexible reroll style I've ever seen. He's not like flexing between different reroll comps. He's just picking a fucking unit and rerolling. I think
I'll
I said
take you, and I'll take you, and I'll take
exactly.
you.
He literally, his playstyle is, I put it one of 2 ways. Reroll Madman, like not degen, he's just fucking Madman, or Gold Player.
A little bit of both,
Like,
maybe.
think about how Gold Player plays is like, 3-star, let's go for all the 3 stars. But like, Kyivix is the best Gold Player in the server. I do in fact mean that in the best way possible. But
It's cool to see that playstyle do well. It's really cool.
It's so unique.
I want to watch his games.
No one else in the server plays like that.
Yeah, I mean that's it's definitely super unique. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, he just rerolls like anything that it doesn't have to make sense. Like I feel like Vi makes no sense really with Imperial, but if you got a bunch of Is in Imperial spat, like okay, sure. What was he playing to make Vi connect to Imperial? Or he's just playing a Vi?
Imperial, Zac, Swain, Talon.
Yes.
He had 2 Imperial spats. It was just rerolling Zac and Vi.
I mean that's it's like with the Imperial Alawi.
Yeah, because that comp makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
In all fair, like he hit them both. He hit both of them 3-star. It's just okay. What?
Well, I'm guessing
I'm not gonna 3-star this game. Oh, I'm gonna hit it. Most
speaking
likely.
of which, speaking of Vi, I wanted to throw in real quick. You can also Assassin's Bad Vi.
Yes.
Also works. Very strong.
Fuck it.
Units.
The new the new bounty. Assassin Spat, Sin Spat, and what's the third item?
Wait,
Infinity.
Assassin Spat. Oh, and Syndicate
Sin
Spat.
Spat. Okay.
Syndicate Spat, Assassin Spat, Imperial. Wait, fuck. Imperial's not next set. Okay, so you have approximately. Hold on. You have 1, 2,
5
3,
days?
4,
What?
5. You have
4
5
days?
days to complete this bounty, chat. Imperial, Sin, Blue Buff, Vi.
I feel like that's so much easier than because the other one required an augment as well. You had to get it had to be Synaptic Web Mutant, and then it had to also be a blue buff with an arc
blue buff, and you had to get
in Spellblade.
Okay, hold on. So Imperial Spat, Mutant Spat, Assassin Spat, Vi with Synaptic Web and 5 mutants.
That's more reasonable.
Yes,
that's probably
I
closer to the difficulty of the other one. The other one was
new bounty.
was insane. Yeah, I really need
kind
to.
of lucky.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about Vi in a little bit because she is changing a little bit going to 6.5. But I am so sad she's not gonna be 2 cost anymore. The other big story I feel like of the tournament was that Ramblinnn was insane.
Dude,
back to form.
What
the
the
popping
fuck?
off.
Ramblinnn was a fucking god last weekend, and just even outside of the context of he had so much personal shit going on and was sick, like he's still sick. I think maybe, or he was sick a couple days ago.
Yeah,
but he was basically coughing the whole weekend, and he still played like a fucking god. Like, what the fuck? He's so good at this game. It's ridiculous.
I'm really glad to see him bounce back for Zon Cup because I didn't watch his Zon Cup performance, but I know he had like some rough RNG and it wasn't really the tournament for him. So him just popping off like that was really, really therapeutic. I think it felt really good to watch him. Watch him. I don't even know if I'd say return to form because again I haven't seen the Zonka performance. I'm assuming he didn't play poorly. It just wasn't the best day for him. But yeah, I'm just happy he's to regionals. No more set 5.5 Ramblinnn not getting to regionals
Ooh.
moment because that was so dumb. That was so sad. So I mean,
I
yeah,
feel
so
like
5.5, right? Yeah.
the 4 players that did move through to regionals like fully fucking deserved because it was Kyivix, DQA, Ramblinnn, and sètsuko. Which okay, fucking sètsuko. I've been kind of a sètsuko doubter for a couple sets now, and I'm not a sètsuko doubter anymore. Like he is adapting his play to tournament, and he's getting ridiculously consistent now. Like hit third in Challenger Series and then fourth in mid set. Plus he's been insane on ladder all set. You cannot fucking ignore that anymore. And from one of the biggest sètsuko doubters, not anymore. Like I put out my power rankings at a few days ago for end of set 6, and sètsuko's number 2. I don't think you can deny that anymore. He's, even if you argue like second, third, something, he's top 5 100%. I think top 2.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched. I have been avoiding watching this on the mid set stuff, but yeah, I mean he's been so good in every tournament he's been in. So I remember watching his Challenger Series VODs, and I was like, oh, he's pretty good, but I wasn't like. I think I was watching them on your stream actually.
Yeah.
I was watching you review them,
Yeah.
and it just it wasn't like amazing stuff, but I mean he's performed so consistently that I'm sure he's gotten a ton better, and I think we've all gotten a ton better. So. Yeah, I mean, Setsuko's a god.
Also.
Yeah, he
Setsuko
plays so many games.
I'm pretty sure Setsuko has most games. It's like Setsuko, rank 1 on ladder currently, most played games on ladder currently, at least in Challenger.
He has he has almost 1.4k games.
I'm almost there with him. I'm like
what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Jesus.
I'm like 100.
That's a lot of games.
A little less than 100, or a little more than 150. A little less than 150. Wait, no, I'm bad at math. I'm less than 150.
You're allowed to be bad at math. You're good at MIT for math.
Unlucky. And then Soju probably has more than both of us because he also has the Smurf.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Setsuko is so fucking good at the game. So, yeah, I'm excited to see him do really well. I mean, I think the 4 people who got to regionals are gonna be fun to watch. Ramblinnn super deserves it. Kyivix obviously played amazingly. DQA played well. And then Setsuko is always just super consistent. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch him at regionals.
Sètsuko has more games than Soju, Smurf and main combined.
Oh, snap!
That's a ton.
Soju has a little less than 1,300. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, Sètsuko plays this game fucking non-stop. What?
Wait, that means I can catch up to Soju on live if I play live at all.
He's also decaying, or Soju's decaying. So
Vegas effect.
You add a Vegas effect. You'll probably catch up to him anyway. Meanwhile, I'm over here with 400 games.
How many do I have? I actually don't know. I'm curious now.
Let me do a look, since I have it open anyway.
I probably have like 700, 800. I feel
SpicyAppies at 730.
Yeah, 740. I have like probably 50 games on my Smurf or something like that.
Yeah,
my Smurf's also in like Diamond. So like, it's in Masters now, I guess.
That sounds like numbers, considering how much you grind. That sounds like smart grinder numbers.
Yeah, well, I think I did a lot of watching rather than a lot of playing this set. So I think I was playing on like a lot of my playing is just stream content, and then a lot of my tournament prep was just watching. I wasn't like smashing games. Yeah, I probably should have played more though, to be honest. Regardless,
at some point, like the number of games you play just kind of becomes redundant. It doesn't, you have to get other avenues of prep in there, unless you are really someone who learns by just slamming as many fucking games as possible, which clearly Setsuko's like that, but not everyone's like that. So if you're watching a bunch and you've clearly absorbed information that way, then cool. I say keep doing it. That's just me.
Ramblinnn is like that. That's right. I picked it up because I was like, man, I should try that. Too. And then I was like, oh, that works for me a little bit better. So, yeah. All right. I think that that about wraps up the mid-set decision. So yeah, DQA, Ramblinnn, sètsuko, and Kyivix. Kyivix won the whole tournament, and those are the 4 going to regionals. And then the other regional slots are determined by qualifier points, which you can. The leaderboards are online. If you look up TFT Esports, it's kind of the first link on Giant Slayer's website. And then if you are curious how many more qualifier points are left to get, there's one more tournament. Only 2, but one more tournament that's like a big tournament, which is the Innovation Cup, in a few weeks here, a couple weeks. And yeah, that's top 32 of ladder, and there are a ton of qualifier points available from that event. And then there is the Challenger Series, yes, which I don't know what date that's on. Actually.
Challenger Series is hold on.
And
It's
I guess there's wait, I think
28. It's
after
Series
Innovation
is,
Series, right?
March 12th and 13th.
Okay, so it is after the Innovation Cup.
And that is also direct qualification and regional finals. There's also the ladder snapshots, which I don't know. I feel like the snapshots already happened, and now that makes it official. But right after mid-set concluded, we had our snapshot spots, and it's non-Tom and Milk. Because it was non-Tom and sètsuko, but because sètsuko qualified through mid-set, the snapshot spot deferred to Milk, and Milk is like 30 points ahead of 4th. So it's just those 2 locked 100%.
Oh, there's no spots from 6.5, it's just
there are also 2 6.5 ladder snapshots.
Oh, okay.
The 2 set 6 snapshot spots went to non-Tom and Milk. So we have 6 players in regionals already. Like, fucking congrats.
And is it, 24-person tournament, I think?
Yep.
So then there's 10 qualifier points, and the rest are from... And then there's, 2 from the Challenger Series, 10 qualifier points, 4 from... Am I missing... Is it 16 from the qualifier points?
2,
it is
4, 8...
That was 10. Yeah, who do you appreciate?
I can't.
It's 16, but 10 qualifier points, 4 snapshots, 2 Chow Series,
14, 16,
4 mid-set, 4 Innovation.
20. Oh, okay. 4 is qualified directly from Innovation Cup?
Yes, it's 4 directly qualified from Innovation. Yeah. So.
That tournament is so important for being a ladder qualification.
It really is.
Well,
like, goddamn.
Everybody better fight it out. If you're not top 32 on ladder by time Innovation Cup comes around,
you're kind of fucked. So, yeah.
And depending on who makes it, even like Goobums, who has the most qualifier points at 58, he might get passed by 10 people. Just depending on who qualifies. It's
I'm at 54 and I'm like people shaking. I mean, I'm like, okay, I gotta. I guess if you make it to Innovation Cup, do you get a set amount of do we just need to make it, or do we have to actually do well in it?
You get 20 points from making Innovation Cup. So if like the top 32, hold on a second. 30 40 if the top if you make Innovation Cup and don't go literal like 8th, you're probably good.
I see.
Whoa.
Good to know.
if you like top cut if you top cut Innovation, you're in for sure. If you're that high up, yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna do the math on stream.
Yeah, the math.
I don't do math.
Math's dumb, anyways. We know it's not dumb though. It's at 6.5.
Featuring Slicko from Arcane, Bat Chest,
and Renata Glass
from Arcane.
Arcane.
I will say.
And Teemo from Arcane. There's no Teemo.
Wait, is Teemo in? Wait,
no.
Porky's just Teemo in disguise, and it'll. I have not played any of this, so Kevin, if you wanna run us down, what's going on?
Okay,
PvE?
All right. So a lot of new stuff. You know, this is as Murtog has said, like the biggest, baddest mid-set we've ever had, coming around, swapping out like 20 champs or something. They took out Imperial, they took out Academy,
Sheesh.
they took out Heimerdinger,
Sheesh.
and replaced Heimerdinger and who else is a Yordle? And Tristana, they replaced Heimerdinger and Tristana.
Yeah.
And they brought in Gunnar, my guy Gunnar. And,
oh my god, I'm so ready for the Bonar memes to fucking come back.
Oh, they added this new trait called the Boner, So for those that aren't aware, it's like a nice it's this nice green trait. It's
Oh no.
it has a really cool mechanic, by the way, where you can get this deboner unit that's a
Just stop.
VIP. So basically, it's kind of like Chosen. Well, it's not really like Chosen. It's more like Fabled, I would say, in the sense that they sort of get like a new sort of skill added on if they're a VIP unit, and it's active when you have 3 D words in.
I thought I had used my allotment of horny for the episode.
No,
and then
I
Kevin
Kevin's
just
really
swoops
spilling it
in.
out right
I
now.
actually only call it deboner, so
Oh my
it's
God.
really awkward.
It's like with
I
like
just
GV calling them
debonair.
chem tanks and shit.
Yeah,
Holy.
yeah, but
Okay, but that one's significantly less horny, so it's fine.
yeah, but it's really cool. They brought back a whole bunch of a whole bunch of old reprints. They brought back for those that hate the Syndra thing where she shoots your unit into your backline and it gets stuck in that little corner. We got Syndra back, does the same exact thing
Syndra
as
in
set
Zyra.
5. We got Draven, we got Riven. Some will tell you that she's Vi, but it's actually Riven.
Oh, it took me a second
back
to
in the
realize what you're
set.
fucking talking about. I was like, wait.
I can't believe
Oh.
they yeah, so they took Vi out of the 2-cost role, put her as a 4-cost, and they turned her Riven, man.
They made
Where
her
is
into
my
Riven.
Vi?
Let's go!
That is not my Vi. That is not my Vi.
I heckin' love Riven from
I
Arcane.
heckin' hate Riven. I like Riven. I heckin' love Vi 2-cost though. 2-cost Vi, and I'm heckin' mad. Bat chest.
Yeah.
How dare they? How dare they? More dog.
How dare more dog do us like this? But I'm a big Riven enjoyer. I'm a big, Dusk enjoyer from set 4, and the fact that they basically brought back Riven, I'm
Madge.
I'm very satisfied.
I was in Goom's chat earlier. We were talking about this, and I said, why couldn't they have just turned like Kog'Maw into Riven? And obviously that wouldn't really work, but I would much rather see Kog'Maw turn into Riven so that we keep our 2-cost Vi, man. Because I that's why I'm not playing 6.5. That's why I've been playing live all week. I can't stand to see Vi cost 2 more gold and be less cool.
Oh, and I forgot, one final thing. I probably didn't touch on everything. We have like Hex, for example, but the biggest drop, Slicko from Arcane, the hit in that
Slicko?
series
From Arcane.
that chest. He has this crazy ability where he juices up your units. They gain 100% HP, are immune to crowd control. There's a attack speed steroid, and after 8 seconds they explode and die. But very cool unit. They added Zeri, who is, very quirky,
Hyperactive.
very quirky ADC, not like the other ADCs. Yeah.
I am gonna start like a conspiracy. Basically, I'm gonna start the narrative that Silco originated from TFT, spread it all over the internet, and then people are gonna play more TFTs like, oh man, that's not Silco from Arcane, that's Silco from TFT in Arcane. Bat chest.
Bad chest.
We gotta spread the narrative. Silco was in TFT first, right?
He's an import to Arcane from TFT. Yep.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And then obviously League was just a MOBA created of the TFT units. Yeah, the set's pretty sick. I haven't played too much of it. I've been watching streams here and there. I watched Ramblinnn play a little bit. I watched Kevin play a little bit today. I think I as much as I hate that Vi's is a 4-cost now and is not really Vi, and she is gonna be pretty cool. I'm as okay. As much as I hate the Bo Nar jokes, I am excited for Nar. He looks cool. So what he does, he's a 3-cost socialite Yordle striker. I want to say striker gives like base AD, a bunch of AD, and all he does is just turn into a big Gnar and throw rocks at people.
Yeah, he throws rocks.
Just throws rocks at nerds. I love it.
I'm not gonna say anything. Don't. It's just rocks. That's all it is. It's just rocks.
It's just
Oh god! Oh god!
And that's an old podcast reference. In all fairness, like,
is it Pebbles?
also Pebbles. Yes. What was it? What I know Pebbles came up twice, and I don't remember why.
I remember the Pebbles
I
on
think
the road.
the second Pebbles came up because of the first Pebbles. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, I'm confused now.
What was the
Am
Pebbles
I
reference?
lost my podcast
I
lore?
don't remember. We're gonna have to go back. We're gonna.
I
to
have
figure out
forgotten
what the
podcast
Pebbles
lore.
was.
Yeah. What the
Are there
fuck was up
any
with
lore
Pebbles?
experts here?
any
Uh,
Triforce Tactics lore experts? in
Because
chat?
apparently the three people who run the podcast have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Mateo, I'm sure, has the lore.
I think I remember which episode it was though, so I just don't remember how it happened.
It was the Jose and Kajaus episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it came up
that was a good
again in a different episode, and I don't remember what.
Huh. Man, one pebble was from the biking. Okay, that's what I thought. Like the because I do the biking analogy a lot, right? Where I'm like, like you like not go and try not to go eighth in tournament is like staring at the pebble in the road, and you're trying to avoid it, but you're staring straight at it. So you just is that the one we're talking about, or is there another pebble?
That might be it. Yeah,
that might be one pebble. I don't know. There might be more pebbles, honestly.
I don't know at this
Fruity
point.
Pebbles.
Are we sponsored? I remember we had that. This is getting super off topic, but I guess it's kind of meta, huh? To have like the podcast be talking about the podcast.
True.
Yeah.
Huh.
Fuck it. Gets sponsored by every
Fruity Pebbles.
By A, Fruity Pebbles. B, by every esports related org or company involving the name Meta. So Metafy and Meta TFT, please sponsor us. Peepo Shy.
Peepo Shy.
Peepo Shy. Oh, Fruity Pebbles. I could go for some Fruity Pebbles right now.
I've never had Fruity Pebbles, actually.
It's just sugar. It's just sugar and cereal corn.
I don't know if I want to have, or we can be sponsored by Meta, like the company, the parent company of Facebook. Yeah, we can get sponsored by all of them.
Mm-hmm. How did we get here? What?
I don't.
How do I?
Gnar and Pebbles.
Gnar, rocks, Pebbles, Meta.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the.
Listen to this. Watch this pivot. So
podcast rabbit hole.
Yeah, similar to Fruity Pebbles.
No, this isn't gonna work. I'm telling you.
Similar
to
Fruity Pebbles, Silco from Arcane is also a serial killer. And is he? He's not. God. He doesn't kill people. I don't know how to.
No. I mean, if you go and watch, TFT the anime, Slicko,
what's happening?
A mixed bag. He's a mixed bag. I wouldn't really call him a serial killer. I don't want to spoil anybody, but he doesn't really give off the serial killer vibes.
Okay, so in set 6.5,
he doesn't give off the vibes, but he is one. Straight up.
I guess so, huh?
I'm not wrong.
But he's more like a gang boss, like
he's a gang boss. Well, yeah, he's a gang boss, but that doesn't mean he hasn't killed a bunch of people. Whether
that's true. Yeah. That's true too. Well,
yeah,
he's killed a bunch of people in the TFT anime. Like he's a serial killer in each round of TFT because that's what he does. He literally
he's a little crazy too, so you call him a Fruity Pebble.
He fucking feeds his team meth. Pebble. Causes them to just go insane and then explode. He's killing his own team. He's a serial killer.
Speaking of killing your own team, Jinx has different splash art and different synergies in set 6.5 Neon Knights. And she still kills your own team with her ult.
I love set 6.5 TFT Neon Knights.
Okay, but she's a lot better now. She's a lot better.
What does she do now?
Because her target, before, she would target one unit after she ulted. It's actually like random targeting after she ults. So she doesn't get stuck on one unit anymore. I think her AD scaling is better. They buffed the numbers on that.
Very cool.
You don't need to play Vi. You probably shouldn't be playing Riven or Vi. however you prefer to refer to Riven. You don't need to have her in anymore for the sister trait because it's rival now. So
They do the
you
same
actually
thing.
only be playing one.
But it's like the same thing as Sister.
It is the same for Jinx. It is the same thing. And you know she's a lot better. She's a lot better, I think.
Wait, so
and
does
they
she
changed
switch?
twin shot, so
Does she switch targets every single auto after she ults, or just this? Does she switch
I
targets from her?
think it's every single auto.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
kind.
because
Hey,
it's
that's
supposed to
in.
reflect
Yeah.
her being crazy.
She's
you know?
crazy. Yeah.
She's not like
She
the
is a
other
fruity pebble.
I
the
haven't
other
seen Jinx on
kamikaze
PvE yet,
Jinx.
so I don't know how I
I've
feel
seen
about
a
it.
decent amount of her. I would say, and the thing is, like, the thing with Jinx is that they changed twin shot first thing. So it's no
Ooh.
longer a 2-4-6 type of trait. It's continuous. So it's 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. So
Oh,
Does it
you
do the
know
same
you
I didn't
thing?
even know that.
yeah, it does the same thing. It's just like, you know, they're the but it leaves a lot of like sort of interesting, like when you're playing a twin shot carry, it's really easy now to sort of be like go up the next tier in terms of strength,
Yeah.
right? If I'm playing Jinx carry, for example, all I have to do is slap in like a Lucian or like a Corki, and you know
Lucian exists.
there's a +1 guy there just giving more stats to your Janks or your Corki or your GP3, which is fun. I actually like it. I feel like, especially because you know they did remove, or God, they removed Graves, but I actually don't
Oh,
remember if it's
Urgot's gone.
Yeah,
yeah,
Urgot's
Urgot
gone.
is just peace.
Like all the carries were
Dude.
gone. Basically, the only forecast carries that are left are
Is Jin.
it's Jin.
It's Jin.
Is it-
It's Jin. I think it's just Jin.
That's the most resident sleeper one. No, you're telling me they
Okay.
turned my vine to Ribbon
but
and they took out Urgot?
Let me tell you the plus side. The plus side. I think the units that they brought back are lit. I like, you know, you got Draven, you got Renata Glask. You know, you got Renata Glask.
Why does she
You
have
have
her?
to say the
Why is
you have to
Glask
say the full
in?
name, by the way.
What
You
is
have
her?
to say
Yeah.
the full name.
Why is
I don't know why they decided to do that, but obviously it was for the meme value. So I'm always gonna say Renata Glask
Renata
Was it-
Glass from Arcane?
from Arcane.
Was
That
it
just-
obviously for the meme value?
Probably
God.
not, but they fucked up because I'm taking that shit and I'm rolling with it.
There you go. There you go.
This set is gonna get memed on so much. I can already tell. Like the from Arcane, Renata Glass,
Okay.
Bonar.
Why
Yeah.
did they change the art of Jinx and Vi away from their arcane
Because
art?
they're like the
'Cause they're
old
grown up.
versions. Yeah,
They're grown up. It's
they're
following their arcane lore.
Oh,
Which that's actually
it's
the literal.
lore.
That's
It's
the literal
lore.
first
It's
thing I noticed
lore.
was the sister to rival change, and I fucking messaged the lobby to like, it wasn't complain the Mort dog, but it wasn't a complaint. It was like, oh yeah, I noticed this. Nice.
Wait, isn't base Vi like in terms of league lore? Isn't she just like a really abusive cop, like a police brutality cop? I heard that somewhere.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure like Vi's like not I mean not her lore, but like
You mean,
her,
like,
her voice
before
lines
Jinx-
and stuff. No, like her voice lines
Oh.
and stuff in League are just like I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
pummel you, and just like stupid stuff that's not
it's
very.
because she's a cop that has giant fists.
Oh, that's why. I see.
Punch first.
I've
ask
heard
questions
that
later,
her.
exactly.
I've heard that her like voice lines and like just League stuff is very underwhelming. Compare like you go from Arcane to that, and you're like
Yeah, that's actually the impression I got from when I played League. That she was like, she's fine as a character, but
You know,
there's so
she's
many more interesting ones.
What's the word? You got good cop, bad cop,
she's the
and you
bad
got
cop?
cupcake cop, fist cop, basically.
Fist cop.
fist comp.
I'm
That should
restraining
be your
myself.
synergy.
I'm
Survival
restraining
is
myself
fist
from gay
comp.
simping for Vi on stream. Just saying.
It's not rival. It's just fist comp.
Fist cop.
Damn.
How did we get to fist cop? I don't care.
I mean,
I don't
she
care
has
how we
big
got
fists.
to how we got to fucking like sponsor us Meta TFT. I care about how the fuck
At
we got
least
to
it's still about TFT here.
Is it though?
Very on
A little
topic.
bit, a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, what
Very
else
on
is
topic.
what is Corky good? Speaking of twin shots, I really
I don't know.
cares about Corky. I like
Okay,
Corky as a character a lot.
So I'm not too sure. I played a game today where I went first with Corky Carry. There is some person in my chat that came in. Their first message were your. Actually, I added a new command. It's exclamation mark yordles, and they said yordles. You know the L before the D.
I'm so excited to see where this is going.
Yordles. Oh, actually, I need to run the command to see what exactly
Wait,
it
the
is.
L before the D? Your
Yeah.
Yorldez?
Wait, I can't see the command. It's doomed. But in any case, they said they are Yorls is bad. I think with Yorl is shit. That's what they said. With like 5 T's. And I played it, and I went first. But to be completely honest, it was pretty high roll. So for those that don't know, even though Corky is a twin shot, he does AP damage. That's his ability. He fires a rocket. He's sort of like the Heimer replacement, which is weird because Gnar is the 3 cost and Corky is the 2 cost. But yeah, I went
like
first
a big
with
one
it.
too, like in League.
Yeah, it's no. Is
he
it called the big one? I think it's the big one.
The big one.
The big one. But yeah, the thing is, with Twin Shot, and more sort of talked about this is like, Twin Shot is not only like the auto attacks, right? It's also the ability. So if you have Twin Shot in, Corky can like fire 2 rockets. You know, if you ever pay attention to GP on live, he can farm 2 gold when you have Twin Shot in, because you get the first ult and then he can ult again. And so
like Graves can, even though Mort said he
yeah,
could.
yeah.
See, I didn't realize that abilities could double cast too until Mort pointed it out. Because I don't know what.
I thought it was just like auto attack ability. You know, like,
I did too. Yeah, I thought.
GP
that's
seems
what
like
I thought.
Yeah.
I always
like,
assumed GP shooting twice was because his ability was coded as an auto.
Yeah, me too.
So
turns out Graves should have been doing it the whole damn time.
Ooh.
Poor guy.
Yeah, wait, that is weird though, because I never really paid attention enough to Graves to see him ult twice, but I don't think he did.
He doesn't. He does with Sharpshooter apparently though. With the Sharpshooter augment.
So
Okay,
it's bugged.
Which doesn't make any
That's
sense.
really weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
But clearly they sort of had to do it this time around, because you know the 2 twin shots that they added in are AP carries. So they have Lucian and Corky, right? And those are both AP damage carries. So obviously, if you have this dead trait that doesn't give you anything besides AD, it would be a little bit awkward to play either of those 2 units.
Truth.
Outside of just like holding items randomly, like until later in the game. But you know, obviously don't really want to do that. So
yeah.
Is got the big ones.
Is Lucian a reprint of set 3 Lucian? He like dashes then autos twice, right?
Yeah. He dashes and then autos twice.
Sick.
And
he's a 3 cost though, not a 2
full
cost.
unit. Yeah, he's a 3 cost. Well, he's I don't exactly know. I mean, they're similar. Basically, what Lucian does is he dashes away from his closest opponent. I think the pathing is a little bit weird, because sometimes I've had my Lucian just dash into the enemy team and just
no.
And it's like, yeah, that doesn't seem right. But it probably has something to do with the way that units on the board, because he can't dash to a hex that there is a unit in, so maybe if there's no space, he'll just dash forward. That's my guess, at least, as what happens sometimes. But yeah, he fires additional shots when you 3-star him. So like if you're playing, if you're playing the twin shots, right, and you get him 3-starred, I think they nerfed it. It used to be 2-3-4, but they changed it to 2-2-3 in terms of like how many shots you get from his star level. So now I think he fires 6 if you get the twin shot shots. But before it was, but he was kind of busted for a long time in PvE, so they nerfed him.
PvE lore.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, my favorite build in set 3, like towards the end of it, was like it was like blue buff. What was it? I think it was blue buff IEJG on the 2-cost Lucian. You just 3-star him, and you just go zoop, one shot something, zoop, one shot something. It was so funny. That was the best.
Good old Lucian.
Yeah. Any other like what does Renata do?
Oh, so how her ability works, she fires this cloud of poison towards the biggest clump. Everything that it hits on the way gets affected by it, so it does sort of like a damage over time, a dot, if you may. So she's a Chemtech scholar, so she's replacing
Oh.
Lissandra, right?
I see.
But
Oh,
she's
Liz is
low
gone?
cost. Yeah, Liz is gone.
Yup. Everyone you wanted to
Outta
stay
there.
is fucking gone.
And
and
Zyra
it also-
still exists.
Yup.
Yeah, and Zyra still exists.
Bruh.
It also attack speed slows.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting unit.
She's
I remember
busted.
I played a game with Renata Glass carry, and these people had the most cracked AD boards of all time. Like I was like, some person had Jinx 2 with a whole bunch of twin shots and like, you know, and the other person also had Jinx 2 actually, and there was somebody with like an Aurelia, and then you put in Renata Glass and she just fucks them real hard because they can't attack. They get attack speed slowed and then they die.
Are you
right?
telling me that Renata Glass fucks my bonar?
Yeah. Fucks the boner.
How am I the least horny person on this podcast right now? That's a fucking first. We're on episode 23. I think this is the first time.
It's the set. I'm just
It's
calling
Neon Knights. It's not.
It's Neon Knights. What can you do, honestly?
I'm restraining myself from just outward gay simp for Vi, like, oh, fist me, please, Vi, Shigers, but no, I'm restraining myself, and these two aren't.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's, speaking of like, Draven. Draven isn't even like old Draven because he has the VIP bonus, right?
Yeah,
yeah. You know what the VIP Draven bonus is? It's actually so ridiculous. He gets infinite range and he ignores 50% armor.
That's fucking gross. Isn't that just short of every issue he had last set?
Yeah, I completely does.
Like you need Last Whisper when you damage, and you didn't want him to walk up
frontline. That's why they came up with frontline Draven. But now you just stick him in the back with like a rage blade, and nothing can hit him.
It's like when
Holy
they gave him the armor shred in 5.5, like, oh, Draven needs like 12 items to function. Let's just take away one of them. Okay, now they're taking away 2 items you need for him to function. Now he literally just don't bother with RC, don't bother with fucking the Last Whisper. Cool, you can build 1,000,000 AD in attack speed now.
Yeah, him not dropping his axes, it seems like the biggest buff on that. The difference between VIP Draven and non-VIP Draven is going to be so huge.
I don't think I've ever played non-VIP Draven.
It doesn't seem worth it at all, huh?
Yeah.
How likely are you to see a
VIP
VIP version of it?
Oh, so the way that it works, I don't really know what the odds are when you don't have VIP bonus in, but when you do have it in, I want to say, like, whenever you see another Debonair unit, or as the lore says, the boner, I want to say it's over 50% that the unit is going to be VIP, because the odds do increase when you actually have the trait active.
Okay.
So, certain things that you can do to optimize, for example, if you're really looking for a VIP unit, on creep rounds, you can put in your green units. I'm not gonna say Debonair because that's dumb. No, but you can put them in. Next shop, you'll probably be more likely to see VIP of whatever unit you want.
Is there a Debonair spat?
There is a spat. So they replaced Syndicate spat.
Oh.
So Syndicate spat is in live is spat plus chain. Now that's the boner spat. It's green. It's a bow tie. So it looks like you're whoever you spat. They're now they're now all fancy. They have their own bow tie, right?
That's fancy.
Yeah. It's pretty
You're
nice.
telling me
touch.
I can play Deboner Bonar?
Yeah, yeah.
Sheesh.
It's a really
Wait,
interesting trait though, because like none of the units really sort of
does a collie still
they
exist?
Nope.
no, they took her out as well.
Oh, is there a 5 class syndicate anymore? Or is it just like a
Nope.
splash
Nope,
trait?
nope.
It's Kyivix.
It's 4 cost.
Who
It's a 4
sucks.
cost syndicate, which is Ari, and they have Kyivix in, as like the sort of Sin carry this time around.
Oh, I hate it.
I played Kyivix for approximately 2 fights of one game. Because I was playing AD at some point and grabbed a Ka off carousel. I was like, okay, let's see how I don't think I'm playing Kha'Zix this game anyway, but let's see how this feels. And he felt like garbage. Oh
What if
my
he
god!
just jumps to the lowest HP unit after he kills his target, or how does that work?
Yes. So he kills his target and then jumps to the lowest HP. Exactly that. So like, oh, you send him into the back line. If he doesn't focus the carry, welp, it's fucked because he's just gonna yeet himself away from the carry.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, that's horrible.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
I
real
have
bad.
I have my own thoughts about Kha'Zix, but I don't want to leak the tech yet. I'm
Fine.
gonna
Wait,
save
whisper
that
it.
one
Whisper it
for
into my
a rainy
ear.
day.
Wi-
All I want to say is triple RFC.
Oh,
You 3-star him so that he gets enforced, so that he's just a backline carry.
she sounds like best in slot jinx this. That's some
What the
tech.
Huh?
You can forego the 3rd RFC and give him a Warbox instead.
And then you have to 3-star him.
Yeah.
That's some sick tech.
Oh, but he's gonna jump again. That's the option.
You need to make sure that the enemy has a shroud. It's only playable when everyone in the lobby has a shroud.
That's a shroud,
And
exactly.
you put it in the shroud, yeah. Holy shit. What I do think is cool is he's also a mutant. Isn't there 7 mutant now?
Yeah, there's a 7 mutant.
How
which
broken is
kinda
that?
Crazy.
It's super easy to get. You just get the 5 mutants, a mutant spat, and the last mutant bottom right.
True. But you know, it can. There's some crazy stuff. You know, for example, I played this today actually. 7 mutant with the mana reduction gives you additional 60 AP on top of that. Kind of nice.
Ooh.
Kind of nice. Pretty good. You know, the void one, I think it doubles the amount of true damage that you do. I don't want to get the numbers wrong.
Holy
but
shit.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's like
I'm googling. I'm doing a Google. Hold on.
Quick side note. I've been streaming to a slightly larger audience than usual this week.
You're
And,
a 1K Andy now.
And my favorite thing is to play mutant, is slam a bunch of mutant games, so everyone asks what's mutant, and I never tell them what mutant is.
Wait. That's so fucking troll. Oh my god. Also, it's 80% bonus true damage on 7 mutant void, but sorry. Yeah, that's wait. Oh my god. How to troll 1,000 people at once.
Yeah, it's so funny because my mods are just Evelyn GF is in chat. And they're one of my mods, and all they do for an entire mutant game is just sit like respond to like 50 people saying mutants this, mutants this, mutants this. It's so funny. It's like the amount of first time chatter, what is mutant in this game? It like hits a spot for me. I don't know what it is, but
when you see the first time chatter, the first thing they ask is what is mutant.
And then like the funniest thing is like they'll ask what is mutant, and you have like 3 ZZ rods and then target dummies, and you're like, oh yeah, it's metamorphosis. It's definitely metamorphosis.
You know what my favorite thing to troll people with is when they ask what's X best comp, and I just tell them TK3. Because at this point, I've actually hit TK3 6 times.
Holy shit!
And it's getting kind of old, you know. It's kind of boring. I missed out on Silco 3 the other day.
Silco 3 from Arcade.
Silco 3. But yeah, that's the funniest troll is when they're like, yeah, because I've also lost with TK3 before. It's really awkward. I have a 0% win rate with Victor 3.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
gone
you told me
third.
the Jin game. You were talking about that last week, right?
Yeah, I gone
Or-
second with Victor 3, and
Wait,
I've
you've got
gone third with Tom Kench 3 before.
This is like the fucking if I had a nickel for every time I've lost with Victor 3, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't hit a 3. Oh god, I need to hit like a 3-star Collie and a. I feel like
Yeah,
there's
they'll
gonna
be
5
gone.
plus. Yeah, what the hell? Is Kaisa
I
still
still
in?
need Kaisa's still in.
Fuck.
Yumi's gone though. They
Fuck.
too
Oh, not
buggy for
really.
the game.
Yumi,
most
yeah,
likely.
Yumi's a
Yeah.
little. Yumi should be gone, but
I still
Man.
need to hit 3-star Yumi before it's all said and done though, because that's like my one 5 cost that's left on live that I haven't hit 3-star of yet.
I'm pretty sure. So I was under the impression that like a lot of the time going to mid set they take out a lot of the buggy units and a lot of the units that like they don't know how to balance, and like it seems true to for some things, but then like set 5.5 they didn't take out Kale, they didn't take out
Kept
Kennen. Yeah, like those are the two either the worst like the weirdest, the hardest to balance, and the buggiest unit in like the entire game. They didn't take either of them out. So I don't know what the I don't know. And I feel like this set they didn't take out what's the buggy? I guess Yumi was the buggiest unit. They didn't take out the buggiest unit this
Yumi
time
was the
around.
buggiest.
Yeah,
It
I
was
wish
It was
Yumi
like
100%.
Yumi, and then I don't really. I'm trying to think of who was the most.
hard. Yeah, the hardest to balance.
Maybe like Shaco. Shaco was out.
Oh, thank
You know,
God.
Shaco's out.
Yeah. Oh my
Wait, so
God,
Syndicate's not a
yes.
sin thing anymore at all.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
It's
that's
definitely
sick.
there because they took out Shaco, they took out Akali, they put in Ari, and they put in Ashe.
Oh,
And
what's
Ashe is
Ashe
like an
do?
AD
And they-
carry, so she's like a sniper.
They also put in
Ooh.
Morgana, so it
Mhm,
turned
and
into
Morgana.
like more of an AP thing, but also like
Fongo.
Ashe is in there if you want. So
Yeah.
Archangel Stonk's on the rise. That's all I'm saying.
Archangel Stonks. Ari is like a pretty interesting champion. She's like a
It's her Q,
scaling
right?
type of mage.
yeah, it's the same ability she had in set 3, but I don't know if it's skinnier, but whatever it is, she adds
It's-
another orb every time she ults.
Yeah.
It's also
Oh.
another 2 every time she ults on 3-star, which I only know because I 3-starred her in
Yeah.
Ramblinn's game and I lost.
Yeah, I've gone 3-star Ari a couple times too, and first game was all right. Second one, she died real quick. She didn't.
It feels very underwhelming because I think she struggles to kill like super beefy single target good luck killing me units. Like she'll blow up entire backlines, but I lost to Mr. Ramble's juiced up Kench. So
Can
I
she
just
hit someone with 2 different orbs or no?
Yes, she can hit
I
people
think-
with multiple orbs.
yeah.
But she needs to be like right in their face, and also when she stacks enough orbs, they just go in a circle around her. So like she'll
what the
ult,
heck?
and it'll just be it'll literally all the orbs will make a circle, so it's not like she's even getting that much more damage against a single target.
That's a
Which-
weird unit.
I don't
Very
I don't know.
interesting.
I'm not sure how I feel about the circle part of it, because by the time the circle even is useful, the fight's over, or not the fight's over, but you have only a few units you're hitting. Unless it's like she's getting surrounded.
Are you just
and
supposed to
then
like
has to
frontliner
1v6.
or
I don't
what?
know. I think you second row her.
Yeah, second row is nice because like even though so basically she's very different from like the old mage, because old mage old AP carries a lot of the time for 4 costs is just like
Big
AoE
beam.
or big beam, right? So big beam hits backline for freezies. You know, you had your Vel'Kozes, you had your Luxes, you had set 4 Ari, which is just big ball. You know, just
Big ball, big beam.
big ball, big
BB.
beam. But she's more because like if you place her in the back, she's not gonna automatically, you know, win the front to back for you because she can't reach the back line if you put her there, right? So it's all about, well, either maybe you don't want her to reach backline. I don't know why. Seems a little bit weird for not having your carry hit the other carries. But yeah, you just kind of sort of work out how to get her to hit, you know, the other carries. It's pretty interesting, I think, as a concept. It's just we'll see how strong it ends up being.
I want her to get buffed, and because I want an excuse to be an RE1 trick, because I'm already thinking about just how much positioning stuff you can do to make her hit the backline. And I think putting her in second row actually, like, yeah, it's you get rewarded for hitting backline, but I think
Does she hit backline from the second row?
she does. She 100% hits backline from second row. I think she can hit backline directly across from her in third row. I need to do some more testing and figuring out more positioning stuff. But also, it's not like it's pretty long range, but it does not hit from backline. That I know. Like backline to backline, you cannot hit.
Gotcha.
But you can get away with moving her up a couple rows because of Syndicate. Because she has that survivability. I honestly think like Edge of Night's honestly not that bad on her. It's not like it's not the same interactions as GA, but just dropping aggro and then healing up a bunch of damage sounds really fucking good. And it's, from what I've seen, she's pretty flexible with items. Like she has a best in slot, but she can kind of just take whatever mana AP items and it's fine. It's not like she's dependent. She's not like as dependent on stacking 6 Arcanists and blue buff and spell crit. I could be totally off the mark on this because of her scaling. Like, you just want her to ult as much as possible, but if you put her in a team with just a shit ton of other AP stuff, she actually feels really good as just like, oh, you just have a carry in there. I feel like if you have her as your primary soul carry, you do have to build a lot of like synergies and items around her. But if you're just plopping her into AP Flex, she can just do whatever. I think I had like double Chalice on her a game, and she felt pretty fucking good still.
Yeah, it's nice because like it's actually really nice to play Syndicates in the late game now, right? Because like before, you really only play Syndicates if you're playing Shaco and Call.
Yeah.
But like now, sir, it's like I could play Syndra reroll, right? And I can just fit in Syndicates because I have Braum, right? You have your Braum, you have your Zyra, and then you just have, random Arian for Arcanist trade or something like that. It's it feels a lot better than sticking in a TF, for example, or just like
Does TF exist?
TF does not exist. Also, wait, they increased Ari's range?
Yeah, it's
okay. Well, then she can definitely hit from third row now.
Yeah,
so which combined with Slicko from Arcane is like
Slicko from Arcane?
Did she just cast her target?
Yeah, she cast in the direction of her target.
Gotcha.
But actually, you kind of want to third row her anyway, so she can get Slicko value. So
Slicko.
Okay, I want to be an RE1 trick. Want to be.
You heard it here first, chat. If Jirachy plays any game that's not RE, we all harass them.
I said no, please. That's I'm pretty sure calling people to harass me is the literal last thing we want.
We all don't harass them, but we call them out for it.
Okay.
Post Twitter.
Block me on Twitter if you see me playing not Ari, please don't do that. I'm down to not get blocked by literally everyone.
Speaking of, you mentioned Knight's Edge. So GA is out, Knight's Edge is in. How does that feel?
Weird.
Weird, but I like it a lot. It's
like a percentage P threshold, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's I want to say
like
60.
Smoke Bomb.
Yeah, it's literally Smoke Bomb.
Smoke Bomb for 1 unit.
Yeah. It removes all. I really like it because it removes all the buggy interactions. Like, okay, no more Yone clone. I mean, obviously Yone and Urgot don't exist, but those were the two prominent ones. Like, oh, these two don't have a broken interaction with GA anymore. That makes it impossible to balance. Now you can actually balance this item around. Everyone uses it more or less the same.
Or and like
even like Kai'Sa's still in the game. Like she can't abuse GA anymore. Edge of Knight's probably still Biss on her, but she doesn't have a broken interaction. Now they can really balance her.
Who are the new challengers?
Tryndamere and Draven.
That.
Oh, I see.
Spin to win, baby. Spin to win.
Doesn't Draven? Doesn't that make VIP Draven sound non-VIP Draven sound even worse? He's gonna like dash to a target and miss his axe.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, that's true.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Maybe he just missed that axe anyways, though. I don't know.
Well,
I feel like if he's gonna walk, if he
Actually,
kills a target,
wait.
he's probably gonna miss his axe anyways.
actually
Right?
wait. If he walks up, then I don't know.
Just-
Well,
that-
non-VIP Draven
Just don't
sounds-
play Drain without VIP, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't carry him without VIP. I
It's
guess
not
is
even
the
that.
moral of
Like
the-
sometimes, you know, you could be playing, you know, no deboners, and you know, I've seen plenty of people hit VIP Draven level 5, level
What?
6, and just go first for freezies because
What
you
the
know
fuck? Huh?
you can if you hit VIP Draven at that point in the game, it's just like, well, okay, sick, you know, dope.
Yeah, huh? That's kind of sheesh. Were there any other item changes, like big ones?
That was the only item that got swapped out.
Yeah.
So
Aside from some spats, I think the items are relatively the same.
yeah,
They
I
sh-
mean,
they-
I assume
yeah.
they're gonna balance the items, but for the most part, they're not changing them too much, which I'm big fan of because they're changing so much other shit. Well, they're doing so much with the units. They're adding so many fucking augments. Like, there's a lot.
It's gonna be a pretty sick set. Yeah.
Yeah. And
What
we
are they-
haven't even talked about the new augments.
Oh
yeah.
shit! That's the big thing.
The
Holy!
new augments. There are some spicy ones in there.
Wait, okay. I think the one that I'm looking forward to most, and the one that seems the most broken, having not played any PB and tried it out at all myself, is the one that just lets you see your next matchup and gives you a fucking Radiant Zephyr.
Oh, the first time I took that, it was the freest first of all time.
Yeah, that sounds like the
Future
freest
Sight,
first of all
yeah.
time.
Okay, Future Sight's a bad idea. I think
Isn't that just the most broken augment in the game by far?
Dax and
Probably.
Alex M were telling me that it's not that good.
How
I'm
could that
pretty
not
sure
be that
they're-
good? You know
Okay,
exactly who to
you
position
get a
for.
Radiant Zephyr, and
Yeah.
you know who to position for.
I'm
What the
pretty
fuck?
sure for someone like me who like my entire thing is positioning and micromanaging a fight perfectly, Future Sight is even more fucking
And
broken.
It's
Because when you give y'all know like me and I can micro positioning for 3 people. Now just take out 2 people out of the equation. But that one person I'm microing for doesn't know I'm microing for them.
And it's so easy. Like, if you get that first augment, you should not be ever losing a single round ever. Like, never, ever, ever, ever. You know, because it's so high value to just completely remove a unit from a person's board when they're only playing like 4 units.
And you get like
or,
a bunch of attack
5
speed
units.
from it
You
as
get
well.
20% attack speed from the
Holy
Radiant
damn.
Zephyr, and you get to fully position for them. So like, you know, it's bonkers.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, because there's another feature that just gives you a normal Zephyr. I think that's gold, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a gold augment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a take
It's the
it and then
normal
just
Future
like
Sight.
camp out on. So here's what it is. If you're ever in a close 4th position, right? You and someone else are vying for 4th, and you know you're not playing them. You just hard sit on their board, so they think you're scouting them. They position just for
And
you,
then
get
fuck
fucked
up
up by
their
the Sin
positioning.
player, and then you top 4. Like that's such a cool mind game. I feel like
The
because you
only
can just
thing,
yeah.
The only thing though, because someone in chat brought it up, yeah, it's if you're streaming and you take Future Sight,
It's a little
then
bit
congrats, you
awkward.
gave the rest of your lobby. You didn't give the rest of the lobby Future Sight, but you give one person at a time Future Sight.
Yeah,
So
but
if
they
they're in your stream,
they
which
get
I
to,
think
to taste the PD in real time.
Ramblinnn
we position for each other. I still beat you, bitch.
Ramblinnn brought it up actually to Mort, and Mort was like, "Oh, wait a second." So I think they said they're gonna keep an eye on it. If it becomes an issue, then they're gonna do what they need to. They're not gonna let this like augment that encourages like ghosting and can cause competitive integrity issues. They're not just gonna let that sit as is. Like a lot of people wrongly think that the TFT devs don't care about competitive. They care enough. They care enough that they're not gonna just let shit like that slide. So
Yeah.
we'll see how
We'll
Future
keep an
Sight
eye
goes.
on it because
Yeah.
that is a beyond busted augment.
Actually, and
Yeah.
I know Ramblinnn. When we were doing PBE games, I heard Ramblinnn like say, "Oh, I got Future Sight, but I'm not fucking taking it because I'm gonna get sniped." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm so sorry," because it does sound so fucking good, but it's only busted if you're not streaming.
Oh, I was streaming. I think my viewers were playing against me, but I don't tell people where I'm gonna put my Zephyr.
I mean, well, yeah, true.
Yeah, but it's true that like and this is I think a lot of top players like when they think about future sight, this is what comes to mind is that there's a potential for ghosting.
I think
Yeah.
Goose said something about like overlay,
Yeah,
but then
yeah,
that
overlay for
but
like
that
the
also
right
does kind of
top side.
kill like showing your viewers who your rotation is unless you keep meta TFT installed or something. But
Hmm.
knowing it's it's so niche, but like someone might just be paying attention to like, oh, these are who these are the players Goose is fighting, and watching from that lens of trying to get better and like seeing how he's positioning for who he's playing, but then they just I don't know. So it's not the biggest deal, but I the overlay itself isn't the biggest deal, and it does seem like a good fix.
Hmm. Hmm.
But then that's
Yeah.
just okay. Well, that's just now another thing that you have to download if you're streaming. That
Yeah.
does not sound like a good thing to have in the game.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I feel like at least on ladder, like in tournaments, I think it's a pretty big issue. But I think on ladder, some and people are probably more likely to grief themselves by accident by trying super hard to ghost someone. They're gonna be like, "Hey, unless it gets on them." At that point, it's bad. But like, because you can. So, for example, if the future sight person is going to be playing someone in your rotation next, right? You know, you're not playing that person, which is a big advantage to like ghosting as well. But I can see someone getting really confused with that too. But definitely not something you want to have to. You don't want to have like an overlay hiding matchmaking and shit. So I'm hopefully they'll figure it out. They'll just have you know what it is, how you fix it. Instead of having it show in the overlay, Mort just slips you a little note under the table that says, "Hey, you're playing
More
this
should
guy
just
next."
auto place it for you. Just
Yeah.
stick the Zephyr where the carry is automatically. It'll fix all the
Mort
problems.
sends you a DM on Twitch and says, "Yo, it's right here next."
Uh,
Are there any other broken new augments?
so there are some there's some sleeper picks. There's some pretty cool ones. There's the egg prismatic, if people are not aware of that one. It gives you a 7-turn egg, 7-turn draconic egg. You know,
It's
you can get
7?
anything from like fawns to I was playing this person. I think they got a fawn and they got 3 Triforces.
Oh my god.
You can get Nikos. You can get.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you take it and it hatches, you're probably going first. It's basically just a it's
Can
like
you
a
live?
7 merc cash out, or not even. I'd say like more like a 9 merc cash out. So if you can live 7 turns with it, good on you for winning the game by
Yeah.
choosing the correct augment.
The thing, it's also can you survive until it hatches? But surviving until it hatches entails surviving stage 5 down a prismatic.
Yeah, yeah. But
So
it's, think of the adrenaline rush. What if you're playing mercs and you're like, I got my cash out, but it's not enough. I'll play egg now.
Wait. So does it hatch on like 6-1?
it hatches
s-
on neutrals. They
Oh, on
they
neutrals,
did
okay.
that on,
Yeah,
they did that on purpose to give you more time to pivot.
Gotcha.
Which I think, well, I don't need that time to pivot because I'm a zoomer. But like, I agree with that. I agree with the decision. Like, let people have neutrals to do that crazy fucking pivot. That's fine.
And you can only get it as the stage 4 augment, right?
Yes, I
That's
believe so.
whack.
if you
That's so
could get
sick.
it like as your first augment,
Yeah, you'd be so
it would
broken.
be over. It would be doomed for TFT.
Be the most broken augment in the game. Are there any other big ones? I know there are some cool new little ones like Battle Mage looks sick. There's the one that like
yeah.
the Enforcer thing that's basically lifelong learning.
Recombobulator
Recombobulator, a very interesting one.
probably the
What is that
biggest
one?
potential of. I think they're talking about moving it up to gold, but it has the biggest potential of any silver augment. But it can also like that potential is pretty high roll. So what it
Right.
does, it takes your current board at time of taking it and just and re-rolls every unit on it to be a unit that is one cost higher. So if there's a 2-star talent on your board, it'll re-roll that 2-star talent into a random 2-star 3 cost.
Hmm.
The thing
That's
is,
kind of sick.
if you turbo high roll a 2-star 4 cost and you get Recombobulator, then you get a 2-star 5 cost on 3/3.
Can you get a Galio if it's not a Colossus unit? Like, will it? Can it?
Yeah, no, you could get anything. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It's like
So it's taking it
full
off your board,
random.
or
it'll do something weird to your board, yeah, but
Okay.
It'll take your board and just be like, you are now one random unit that's one cost higher.
that's
And
so
then,
cool. But that's
It
so
is
cool.
it's very cool and has broken potential, but more tweeted out. Like the numbers show
it
it's
doesn't do
actually
well.
not
Yeah, it's one
great.
of the worst performing augments.
And I
just-
can totally
Huh.
see
yeah, out of the
it
single
has
one.
so much low roll potential is the thing.
Yeah. What if you like 3-star or 3 cost? Then you just
I mean, then you get a 3-star Seraphine on stage 3 and you just auto win
Yeah.
the game. I think that someone said that happened. But
huh.
yeah.
But it's pretty weird because it's just like yeah, I mean, I assume obviously one, people will probably just snap pick it because
It
it's new
sounds
augment and
broken.
it's really
It-
interesting, right?
It sounds like it'll be broken with the right setup. The
It's
thing
built
is,
different. It sounds to be good.
it requires the setup it requires. You have to hard all in 3/2. If you're playing around Recombobulator, which I don't think is even ever correct because there's so many fucking augments now, playing around getting offered a specific augment is just so not it. But if you are planning for Recombobulator, you have to Omega all in 3/2, hit either a crazy the mid roll is probably like, oh, you 3-star a 2 cost on 3/2, and then you get a 3-star 3 cost. Or if you somehow turbo fucking high roll like a 2-star 4 cost, then you get a 2-star 5 cost out of it. The thing is, you get the cost. You don't get to choose what unit
yeah,
that is.
you can't really pick.
So you could totally just get like a 2-star fucking like you could roll down, you could Nico for a 2-star Yone from last set, and then it rerolls into a 2-star Yumi. Like how
80 Yumi, not bad.
yeah, with the items on it as well. Yeah, exactly.
You get a remover though, right? Or you get a
Oh yeah, you get. I think you get removers,
like a
but
ton
like
of removers.
or like what's a?
You can 3-star your Bonar and get a 3-star Bo Renata Glask.
True. If you have like a full AD setup and then you got a Victor 2, like it's just fucked. It's yeah. So
That's why you only play if you have Reforger too, and you go to reforge all your items.
True.
Fuck
it
it.
has insane potential. It's just very hard to realize that potential, and that's why I think it looks garbage.
Gotcha.
So it's something you only take with the right setup, and I don't think it's something you playing around it is more or less standard anyway. Like you're like, oh, I can Nico I'd want a 2-star 4 cost on 3/2 anyway. Yeah, we'll just Nico for it or whatever. But it's even within you have the high roll setup for it. It's so easy to low roll the actual outcome. It's turbo easy to low roll Recombobulator. So
R.I.P. Recombobulator.
Pepperonis.
I'm down for someone to get that in tournament and just like get the most high roll board of all time. There are a lot of cool little ones too. Like Ludens is really cool. Just is like a Ludens property number someone casts. There are some other like pretty cool tiered ones.
Double
Like
Trouble
silver.
is a really interesting. So
What does that one do? Is that the one that
basically
duplicates?
if you play the exact same 2 units, two units on your board, they get AD, I think it's AD, AP, MR, and armor bonus.
That's cool.
And so if you 3-star any unit actually, it gives you a 2-star copy. So there's a potential. I've actually won with that augment before. I've top forward, I think, every time I've played it. There's some reroll strats that you can do with it. You can, 3-star. I don't know. Honestly, anything, right? It's just like this. Basically, you don't really get to play the amount of vertical synergies if you're playing like a reroll as you normally would. So, for example, if you're playing like if I'm playing reroll Warwick and I decide to take double trouble, obviously you probably want to get the second Warwick on your board so that you can benefit from the augment, which means, obviously the sort of traits that you can fit is less, but the amount of benefit that you can get from the augment is actually probably almost always going to outweigh it.
Is it
I'd
silver?
say. I think it's silver. I'm pretty sure it is silver.
Ooh, is it? Do you know the numbers by any chance?
I think there might be different tiers.
Oh, because the numbers are big, I could see it being really good.
Yeah, I mean they're insane. Let me see if I can find. I
It's
actually have
gold,
no
someone
idea
says.
what the sites are. Is it only gold?
There's
There's
a
a prismatic version. I think it's tiered. So there are
It's
different versions of it.
the sites are gold and prismatic.
Okay. Yeah.
The prismatic version must give so much. If they're not to give HP, it must give so much. I guess it gives AD. I'm surprised it doesn't give any
Wait.
HP as well, but
Oh wait, no, I lied. I'm thinking of something different. Ignore me.
someone
I
wants
can
to
imagine
use-
there's three of them.
What do we
yeah.
have here?
Wait, there's so
So
many.
there's a double
cool
trouble
augments.
one. There's a double trouble one.
It's
There's
that
a double trouble two.
It's probably three of them.
And there's
Oh
there are three
yeah,
of them.
Yeah,
35 AD
ignore
and
me.
AP. Okay. Wait, so what is the 2 one? I'm curious how.
The-
Is there a
I
3?
assume two.
There is.
I think two is probably 30. Based off, it's probably 45 and then 60 would be my guess on the numbers.
Wait, doesn't the prismatic one look kind of bad? I guess let's see.
60.
Yeah, but it's
60, yeah, it's not
prismatic
that
for
much.
60 AD, AP, armor, and MR.
Yeah, I
Compared to
feel
like whenever units receive a critical strike, they deal 200 magic damage to nearby enemies. Huh?
Oh, you're looking at the
Electro
electro charge,
charge?
right? Yeah.
That seems kind of insane.
Yeah. And they had some like really veg augments that they've added in are like the orb. You can get like additional orbs. I've never gotten anything good out of those orbs.
There's a prismatic one that says give 3 blue loot and 2 gray loot orbs. Isn't that gonna give you like really shitty stuff? That's gonna give you like
You could
10
get 20
gold.
gold out of it. You can just get 10 gold.
It could
that's
either
just-
be garbage windfall or it could be like 3 extra items
Huh.
Yeah.
plus more
That
gold.
seems really bad. Like really,
It's real
really
Yeah.
bad.
It's real sleeper. I almost never take it's not that interesting in my opinion, like just getting more loot orbs versus like you can get a big egg or like
The double gold the double gold orb looks interesting. It seems like it'd
Yeah.
be good on like the very beginning of the game, but really bad towards the end of the game.
Yeah, I
Um,
think those definitely decrease in value the later the game goes on because you also think about like it depends no, probably earlier because the only thing that really increases in value as the game goes on is like a Nico. But having a Nico chilling on your bench the whole game, you're not that mad about it, and you get the option to use it earlier.
Yeah.
There,
And then, yeah.
Oh, meditation looks insane.
It's that one's definitely an interesting augment. Yeah.
That's meditation. For anyone listening and not watching, I guess, or doesn't know what it is. It's this meditation 3 says your units without items equipped restore 7 mana per second. So your synergy bot units just become kind of monstrous. I guess. You have like a itemless Ori, itemless Seraphine, itemless. I guess Janna doesn't exist, does she? But that sounds pretty good. That's a lot of mana.
I really like that they added different variations of the augments that like required a different like some kind of condition. So like Knife's Edge, like the front 2 rows gains AD. They added they added I think they added a couple augments that are also give something else for front row, but they also added stuff for back row. So it's not like snipers get left out entirely. And then with makeshift, which for the like units without an item, or the flip side of cybernetic where units with an item get X bonuses, they added more bonuses, different types of bonuses you can get. So if you have a naked frontliner, you can deck it out with like this mana per second, makeshift, and whatever else they added. So it's I kind of really like them adding those different options of stuff you can give, of bonuses you can give to units that you're already having meet these other conditions.
Yeah, I think they did a good job just from looking at it and having not played. It looks like they did a really good job of just adding so many more options for like every situation, right?
The issue I can see is, they just added more augments. It's not like augment balance was that great. Oh boy, is 6.5 ever going to be balanced? Is my question, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. But, I mean, some of the augments are a little bit crazy. So, for example, I think they changed it, but Three's Company before, so this is one that gives you just 3 random 3 costs. If you think about it, really, it's just better double trouble as like a silver augment. That they changed it so that it's now gold and it gives you 4 3 costs, I think. But before, for like these sort of things that give you like just random units can definitely be a little bit game changing. With the Three's Company, for example, if you take that first augment, you're just you have infinite gold. You have infinite gold and you have a bunch of 3 costs.
Wait, is
Like
it
you
you
can
get
just drop the Cho'Gath.
three
You get
costs?
three random 3 costs.
Whew.
So that's 9 gold worth of value straight up. You can sell them. You can do whatever you want with them. Uh, you can play them, which is like why it's slightly better than like Rich Get Richer, for example, because
Mhm.
Rich only gives you gold. This one just gives you the 3 costs. Like I could get dropped MF, GP, plus another GP or something from this thing, and just like
I'm down to see like a bunch of 2-star 3 costs on 2-1, just for people who like randomly get the same unit 3 times.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Like
not
you
like
can get dropped Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
2 Cho'Gaths.
Oh,
Hit
true.
Cho'Gath 2 next turn.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a couple times now actually just like just a normal creep orb just giving a whole 2-star 2 cost.
Oh yeah, that happens. That
Yeah.
happens.
That happened to me at Nightbringer Cup. I got dropped the whole 2-star Hecarim.
Oh.
I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm playing Monkey Dog. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I hit Rise on 2-5. I'm like, wow, I'm really fucking playing Monkey Dog this game. Spoiler, I went first that game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm always a fan. I mean, I'm it's no secret that I'm a big fan of augments and of having more options and just having more fun in general. So I think it's going to be a cool set. We can start looking at some questions in chat. Were there any that popped out to you too that we've had so far?
One was, I guess. Wait, let me see. There were a bunch.
There's some
Anyone
earlier, right?
figured out
Oh,
double trouble? What does that mean?
Probably
Oh,
like how to
make
play
it
it.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. I'm not gonna leak all of the strats though because
Oh,
I'm gonna get.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah.
one. Honestly, like you just want a 3-star any unit, right?
Yeah, we just
It
talked about
works
that. That's
really
my bad.
well with any type of like any type of reroll comp. Honestly, it's just like you have to know what traits you don't want to happen so that you can kind of benefit from the double trouble value.
Yep. We did talk about Rob later. Someone's asking about Thieving Rascals, which is, what does that do?
Oh, it's like the Yordle version of Junkyard.
Ooh.
So your Yordles have a chance to
Oh.
spawn in with a component.
Oh shit.
It's very weird. I feel like that's something where you probably don't want to be re-rolling Yordles while you're
Yeah, that
playing.
sounds really bad.
Because you'll be re-rolling Yordles with like the most random items. You'll be like, oh shit. I combined my Corgi and now he has like, I don't know, like a D-Blade or something. And it's
Yeah.
like, it's weird. I actually think the odds are I mean, it's basically the same as Junkyard. It's around like every 3 PvE rounds, you're expected a component. They used to be able to drop spats.
Oh man.
They took that out though. So you're no more free fawns from the rats. But
We are the rats.
I actually have not had the opportunity to take it. But I mean, it could work. Could blow up in your face, especially because you have to play Yordles instead of scrap units. That
Yeah.
obviously you're gonna probably use those items better, but definitely interesting.
There's another question. Do you think this amount of augments will favor some kind of players and will not favor other ones, like playstyle wise? I mean, honestly, I don't think it's gonna affect much. The thing is, with more augments, it means like it's probably easier to. There are more augments that will help people trying to force things or like play around
I think
certain. It's probably like
yeah,
neutral, right? It's not gonna be a big difference.
yeah, and honestly, it comes down to balance as well because like you know sometimes there are augments that are over centralizing, and you just take it and you hard force a comp, and that there you go. And it's not really like that type of situation really forces, for example, just having a wide range, because if you always choose the most broken augment in that situation and like hard force a comp, it's so it honestly just comes down to like how balanced the augments are,
Yeah.
um, how you can play around them, because that's all that's how it sort of comes down to a lot in set 6 as well. Set 6.5 is just there's potential to have to benefit certain players over others just based off of how balanced the augments are, and that's going to change from patch to patch. There's no set in stone really saying like this type of play style is going to benefit from augments, because the augments themselves are not like static throughout the set, right? They're going to shift, they're going to change in cost, they're going to change in tiers, they're going to change in power. So I would say no, there's no one that it really favors.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I agree with that. On that note, we are gonna call it here. Yeah, it looks like Neon Knights is gonna be a sick set. 6.5 is gonna be amazing. Mid set was a great way to wrap up set 6. It was my favorite set of all time. I think so far, pretty close, like kind of closely tied at 3.5. But I think set 6 kind of nudges out a bit. But hopefully Neon Knights will be even better. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, listening. Thank you, Kevin and Jirachy, for being great co-hosts as always. And make sure to follow us on YouTube and subscribe on Spotify and
Like, comment, and subscribe.
yeah, all of the above. Yeah. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And we will be in set 6.5 at that point, so we'll have
It's
even more
true.
in-depth thoughts. Paul, go.
Oh God, yeah.
That's what you're
We'll
thinking
be in
about,
the
huh?
swing of things. We'll be right in the swing of things. One
Hell
whole
yeah.
day out.
But yep. Until then, peace out, and it has been real. Big kiss of homies all around. Peace. Bye bye. Thank you, Mateo, for producing.
People clap.
Sheesh.